Hello everyone, welcome to techsharmit. In this session, we will discuss about another command that we can use in Qshell in order to create a blank file. Okay, so mainly we are going to discuss about the touch command. Now, touch command is a command which we can use for various purposes, right? But in this session specifically, we are going to see how we can utilize touch command in order to create a blank or empty file. Okay, there are various conditions in project where we are supposed to create blank file, because if you don't know how to create a command through uh, Qshell prompt, then it would be a bit tricky for us, right? Because every time it is not good way to go and use the work link approach to create the files, because sometime we are already working on a Qshell command prompt, and from there itself we would like to go and create the new file or blank file. Okay, so that's the reason we are going to discuss in this session how we can create the Qshell, how we can create the file using Qshell command touch. Okay, so I think basic thing is clear, like basic introduction is okay with you. Now what we will do, I'll explain you the requirement through work lnk. We'll see how we are right now, like how we are creating the files, and once it is clear, then I'll show you how we can use the touch command in order to create the file in Qshell using Qshell command. Okay, so let's discuss the requirement first. So for that you can simply write work lnk. What work lnk will do, it will work open the work with object link. Okay, now this is the my by default directory, which is /home/sharmit. Okay, now in this /home/sharmit, what we can do, we can create multiple files directories that we know, right? So for example, let me take you to the my directory, which is techsharmit. So if I take option 5 here, you can see it is opening this location, which is /home/sharmit techsharmit. Now whatever the file or directory I'll create, it will be created in this in this area only. Okay, so now how we are going to let me delete this unnecessary files first. Yeah, so now like if I would like to, let me delete this abcd.txt, because this we will create through the touch command. Okay, and one more I want to delete, testing touch.txt. Yeah, so now if I want to create a file as per my old approach, so what I can do, I can simply take two on directory. Okay, make sure that when you are working for a directory, take option 2, then it will provide you this line where you can put your file name and you can create a new file. Okay, so let's say if I want to create the uh, yy.txt, which we just deleted, right? So if I keep it as yy.txt and hit enter, it will open this blank file for me. Okay, now here I can write anything or whatever the function is, I can implement here. Okay, my task, once my task is done, I can simply press F3 from here. So what it will do, it will save my changes and exit from the screen. Now you can see uh, right now it is not showing because we need to refresh this. Yeah, so if I take option 5 again, you can see this time it should show the file, which is yy.txt, and the type of the file is html. So this is the current way that we are using, although it is not, it is also a good way through which you can simply create your file. But the thing is that we are just going to discuss how we can create the file from command. Okay, let's say if there is a need, or if you are working consistently on a Qshell command area, and from there if you would like to implement or create any file, then how we can do this. Okay, so for that what you can do, you can take option 5 over here. Sorry, like you can take 5 and you can see that yes, it is created with the data. So the thing is that with this touch command you can create only blank file, but for editing there is other approach, right, through which we can write the data. Either you can take option 2 here on work link, or commands are also there, so that we will discuss. But for time being, we are just focusing on how we can create the file using touch command. So we just discussed the old approach. Now I'll quickly show you how we can create the file using touch command. So for that we will firstly run one command here, qsh. What qsh will do, it will open command entry screen, Qshell command entry screen. Now here you can simply write touch. What touch will do, it is a command, then keep one single space, then slash home slash Sharmit slash techsharmit slash, and then you can keep your file name here. So let's say I want to create it as testing touch cmd.txt, or just a simple testing touch.txt. So now what we are instructing, that touch command, that this is my command touch space, then my location which is slash home sharmit techsharmit, and this is my file name with its extension. So make sure to put the extension. So my extension is, otherwise it will create that directory, right? So test, no, for directory, like which command we use, right? Okay, so here we are supposed to provide the file name with extension. So my file name is testing touch.txt. On pressing enter, it will show this dollar sign. That means the command has been executed successfully and there is no failure. That's why it's just written with the dollar. So it seems like file has been created. So let's verify that. For that I can press F3 here, work lnk. Now if I scroll it down for my directory, which is techsharmit, now here you can see the file has been created, which is testing touch.html. Okay, so you can see how we can simply use one touch command in order to create the blank file in our preferred location. Now you can simply take option 2 from here to update it or write it. Okay, so this is the one thing. Now another thing I would like to share with you is, like, what will happen if I directly use touch command. Let's say touch yy.txt, like this. We are not providing any location, we are not providing anything here. So if I try to hit, or maybe let's make it as rrYY. Okay, so if I create enter here, hit enter here, it is created, but where? We have not specified any location. So in this situation it will create it at my default library, default directory. So let me hit work lnk again. Now if this is my default directory which comes just after the work link, in your case it would be different. So if I scroll it down, it will show me my file. Yeah, here it is, rrYY.txt html. Okay, so this is how we are utilizing the Qshell command in order to create the file. Now similarly, if you would like to specify, let's say uu.py. So in this case what we are creating, we are creating a Python file. Now one more thing, we will make it very clear here, like what will happen if I make it as capital touch. Will it work? Let's see. Command is executed. Now I can simply write work lnk, page it down. It should show that file which is w.py. Let me refresh that. Yes, here it is. Okay, uu.py, which is a Python file, and always it comes as a blank file, because from touch you can only create blank file. So this is also an interview question, like how we can create a blank or empty file using Qshell. So you can simply say that we can use touch command in order to create blank file. Okay, fine. Although there are various other purposes for which we use the touch command, but this is also a way through which we can create the file. Okay, now I'll quickly show you how we can run the same command through cl program. So here one program I've already created, program to create file. For this you can simply create one variable. My variable name is command, type is character, storage is auto, length is 256. Then you can use touch command. So simply write chgrvar, provide variable name and store the command, which is touch space slash home sharmit techsharmit abcd.txt. Then hit enter. Command is ready. Now it's time to start the command. So simply write strqsh, provide your variable name, and we are good with this. So simply compile the program and see the output. Okay, so right now we are creating abcd.txt. Okay, so if I call it, and now if we go and check on work link, it should show that file in my directory techsharmit. Here is my directory. Yeah, you can see abcd.txt, and if you take option 8 to check the timestamp, it will show you that yes, it is created today itself. Okay, creation date, last action, data change date, attribute change date and time, so you can see. Okay, so yeah, these are the way through which we can utilize the touch command in order to create the blank or empty file. This is very important command, so I hope it is clear to all of you. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching TechSharmit.